Hey guys, I'm sorry the lighting is so weird. Maybe it's not that weird to you, but I feel like it's really strange to me. I'm kind of backlit, but like the trees help. It's like 8 p.m., but you can't even tell. So anyway, let me just ignore whatever weirdness is going on, but I wanted to run some thoughts by you, which I probably will do. So today sorry, I just, Vaseline. Today I was taking a look at the granny square blanket that I've been making that I had to put on hold for, I think it's been like 2 weeks now that I haven't worked on it, which makes me sad because I know that I love working on granny squares and the blanket and crocheting, and it's really fun, and I'm really glad that I found that out about myself, that I really like that. But what I want to say is I was looking at the blanket today. I just held it out. I'll put a picture of what it looks like currently while I was holding it this morning, and I was looking at it. I'm like, you know what, I'm tired of waiting, because I've been waiting for 1.5, maybe 2 weeks now and not working on it. And essentially in that picture, all I'm really waiting for is 4 more squares, is like the yarn to make 4 more squares to finish out that row, and then some yarn to crochet a few rows of a border like around the whole blanket, and then it would be completely done. So when I held it up, I was like, you know what, can this blanket still be good if I just take those 2 squares that are hanging on the bottom to start that row, if I just take them off, and instead of having, I think it's at 5 rows, or I want it to be 5 rows, just have it 4 rows and stop there. So as I'm standing holding that, I'm 5'2". I wish I was 5'4" or 5'6". I wish I was taller, but I'm 5'2", and I wrapped it around myself, and so it's a blanket, it's a full, you can swaddle yourself in it and be comfy, and that's essentially all that you need to be when you want a cozy blanket. It doesn't have to be huge, but if it's huge, it's wonderful, but if it's big enough, it's also big enough. So basically what I'm saying is, I think my blanket at I believe it's 4 rows down, or however far it goes down until the 2 little squares are starting the next row. I think that is long enough, and if it is, I'm gonna take apart those squares that I already crocheted and then start finishing it off, essentially, which means that I could finish that within the next couple weeks instead of having to wait for more yarn, which I think I'm gonna do, because I'm tired of looking at it and it being unfinished, and it just sitting in my mind as unfinished. Again, the friend that I'm making this for, she's getting married in August. I have until August. The day after tomorrow is June 1st, so I essentially still have time to wait for the money for more yarn if I wanted to, but I don't think I do. I think I just want to finish it off because it's big enough right now, so that's what I'm going to do in this video. I didn't mean to make this intro so long, but I guess watch me finish this blanket, so cool. Okay, hey guys, I'm here with an update on the granny square blanket. So, I made this border. Let me explain. So I explained this in the first clip that I basically had a few extra squares, 2 extra granny squares that I had attached to the bottom of the blanket in that first picture that I showed you guys of what it looked like, because I was hoping to start I was hoping to start that row as the last row of the granny square blanket to just give it just a little bit more length, but I didn't have enough yarn to finish the rest of that, so I've been waiting for either the money for more yarn or essentially. But I also had 2 extra squares that the colors that I did, like, they had the same, that like brown tan color was on the outer edge of 2 of them, and I didn't want to put them next to each other because I've been trying to like switch it all up through things, so I didn't think it would look cool. Anyway, so I took those 2 extra squares that I didn't attach to the blanket, and then the 2 squares that I did attach to the bottom of the blanket, I took those off. I unraveled all 4 of those squares and wound them up so that I could use them to use the yarn to make the border of the whole blanket. And basically I'm scrapping the last row. Like, I'm not gonna make another row. I'm not waiting for more yarn, that type of thing. I hope that makes sense to you. So yeah, in the I am surprised because I had enough of the gray yarn to make a really nice border around this whole thing with just the yarn from those 4 squares that I mentioned. I essentially put this nice border around the entire thing to just make the edges clean, you know. It looks really good. It actually looks good. So yeah, so I did that. That's just one side. You should probably be able to get the gist from that. And I'm surprised that whole ball did like the whole thing. So I don't know. Technically, like, I'm done with this blanket now. Like, all I have to do is weave in the ends because the ends are crazy on the other side. But I might keep going with just making another row because I have enough of this teal yarn and then enough of this tan that I could make a couple more rows around the whole blanket just to give the finish a more finished finish, you know. But yeah, so this is done pretty much. I really like it. It looks great. It's really warm. Like, I'm just sitting in the library, like, crocheting this thing, and it's draping over my legs, and I'm just like, like, I like the way this feels. So yeah, essentially, I guess I'm done with this blanket. Or is it a quilt? I think it's a blanket, yeah. So that feels good now because I don't have to just like stare at an unfinished blanket or try to keep the mental note of I need to buy more yarn for this, you know. It's just done now, so that feels really good. I want to give this to my friend in person in a few months. I might just have to mail it though. I'll keep you guys updated on that. So I would like to hand it to her and be like, I made this for you, you know, but like, I don't know how much to say. I just want to tell you guys the whole situation. But I haven't told her yet, so I don't know how much I can say. But I'm in Washington right now. My friend who I'm making this for is in North Carolina, and I was planning to see her so that I could give it to her in person, but now I don't know if I can make that trip. So that's that's the consensus of that. Which bums me out because I obviously put so much work into this, and it's just so much better when you can get somebody's reaction that you care about. You made it for them. So I don't know. It's not too soon to say, but like the way things are going right now, I don't know if I'll be able to make that trip, which would suck. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. My mood is low. Can I be honest? Like, today's June 3rd, and it's like 50 degrees here in Washington right now. And it's been raining off and on. Like, this coming week, I think it's supposed to start warming up with, like, the highs in the 60s and the low 70s. Somebody definitely just skidded and maybe hydroplaned. I heard that. But I feel depressed. Like, I don't feel good. I'm cold. The weather is so gloomy. Let me show you. I hope you can see that. It's gloomy. I'm just kind of like pouty. But my birthday's next week. That's fun. June 12th is my birthday. And I'm hoping that I can celebrate that well. My husband and I don't have a lot of money, which is sad, because I think obviously you don't need to have a lot of money to have fun on any day or on your birthday or anything, but it's just fun to, to get yourself a little something, or to go out to dinner or get a drink, or do something like that. So I'm a little bummed that I probably won't be able to do that, but it's okay. I can celebrate and then do something fun later when I have some more cash. I'm probably gonna be getting a job soon. I don't know if I'll keep all this in because you didn't ask for this, but I'll keep you guys posted on that too. Things are changing. There's a lot of things changing. We're still gonna be living in the van, but we don't really like where we're at here in Washington, and we really want to go back down to Utah, but we don't have enough money to get there yet. So if we can soon, we're gonna go. I have a job interview this Thursday, which is exciting, but we haven't. It's so hard because first we're just like, you know what, we're tired of not having money. I'm gonna get a job. And I applied for a bunch of jobs, got an interview like the second day that I was applying for jobs, which was great, here in Washington. And then we had a night at sleeping in the parking lot. We sleep in like a Planet Fitness and Big Lots parking lot in the van, like, because we're out in like this town, like city, like we can't just have aesthetic camping nights in the forest every night. So we have to sleep in those sketchy parking lots. And there was this one night, like, I woke up and there was a man yelling. He was not in his right mind, and just like, it was really scary. And I woke up at 4 a.m, heard him like yelling to himself, but it was like angry, like really, like he was gonna kill somebody. That's what he kept repeating over and over. At 4 a.m, between 4 and like 6:30 a.m, I was like, bruh. And then I was thinking, you know what, if I got a job here in where we are right now, I wouldn't want, like, I don't want to stay here for like 4 to 6 months while I'm working this job. Like, so I was just like, I would so much rather be able to get to Utah where we feel a lot safer, and then get a job there, because I can work for longer there, because our sleeping spots in that town that we've already been in Utah are just so much safer than here in Washington. So that's the predicament. The interview's in a few days. It's on Thursday. Today's Monday. And so we've listed a bunch of our stuff on Facebook Marketplace that we're gonna sell. Obviously, we already live very minimally. We live in here, but we were scrounging around for things to sell, and listed some stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So basically we need $250 to get from here to Utah to get to the safer place. And so it's kind of which happens first, like selling the stuff on Facebook Marketplace so that we can get enough money to leave here, or the job interview. And if I get the job, that means we're staying here. But if we can get enough money to leave, that means we're going. So, and we've been going to a church here, and we asked them for some help, so they're getting back to us. We don't know yet if they're going to be able to help us financially. That's the situation. You did not ask for that. That was a little story time, but that's just what's been on my mind. And like this gloomy weather, I'm just like, bruh. So I guess if you can help in any way, I would really appreciate it. My husband, I would really appreciate it. I guess let me know in the comments. Or no, you know what I'm going to do? If you've made it this far, and if you're listening to this, I'm going to put my Venmo in the description below. If you want to help us in any way, I would, we would be so appreciative. Again, our goal is $250. We just got to get out of here. But no pressure, only if you want to. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'm so low energy. I'm just like, my period's also probably coming soon, so that's also why this clip is 12 minutes long. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you all. And I think in the next video, I will officially show the finished, I'll show you guys what this actually looks like laid out and beautiful so that you can see. Also, commissions are open on a granny square blanket, by the way. I've said that a few times in a few videos, but I'm going to say it again. If you would like me to make you a granny square blanket, I would love to. Oh my goodness, I would love to work with some different colors and make something for you. Also, let me know in the comments if you want a granny square blanket. I would love to make you one. Commissions are open. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.